What's up, Cancer? All right, so look, we're going to be jumping into your reading. Now, when I was getting into you guys' energy space, the word that came up to describe the energy that's surrounding you now and will be lingering on now throughout this next transit, that word was sizzling, okay? So a few ways this came through. You are either sizzling hot during this time. Someone is sizzling, like upset. The sizzling with anger type thing. And then what I got for that was let them sizzle. Okay, if at this time people are rude and you don't respond, then they will sizzle. Like it will be even more more of a hit. You'll have more of an impact if you are silent. Let people sizzle. Sometimes when you let people sizzle, they can only argue with themselves. And would you believe me if I told you, sometimes when people argue with themselves back and forth, they start speaking and saying all of the stuff that you would say in the argument, right? What does that mean? Well, if you know what I would say without me being there, then that means some way, somehow, maybe you can see it from my perspective. Is that right? Because you know what I'm going to say. You know what mindset I'm going to say it in. So maybe some way, somehow, that would mean you see things from my side. You know, in a small sense of the way, okay? But if you can put yourself in my position as you argue with yourself back and forth, why can't you put yourself in my position when you want to argue with me face to face? You know what I'm saying? People have the ability to see things from your side, but they choose to argue with you anyway, okay? So don't give them that. Let them sizzle. All right, so here it is. We're going to pull 3 of these cards. And then we are going to go to the traditional tarot to see what else is up. So this first one we got, gratitude. You are in a state of gratitude. I just heard nose in the air, but not on some stuck up or some bougie type stuff, but just more so on, I'm looking up. Okay, I'm looking at the things that are more high vibration. Okay, and it just so happens that you chuck your chin up because of that. But listen, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Now is the best time than ever for you to take advantage of whatever opportunities that are for your highest good and be grateful for them, because then I'll multiply them and bring in even more. All right, let's see what else we get. Acceptance. Wow. And you know what I'm getting for this as well? When you let people sizzle, they just have to accept it, right? They can't change your mind. They can't get you to respond. They can't get you upset. And at some point, they're going to have to accept it. And then, I don't know why, it's just a huge sense of power in that you've learned how to accept the things that you cannot change. You've learned how to accept that you can't control people, right? And now it's time for other people to learn. They can't do that to you as well. Okay? So this says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And that's also still working in that reverse direction. You are still looking outward, learning to be more accepting of life, obstacles, and then, you know, you happen to move forward. I was getting with another sign. I'm getting this with you as well. Learning how to drown out the noise. What are opinions versus what are facts? Actual fears versus perceived fears. Okay, everybody has an opinion. It's up to you to decide, you know, is that opinion going to stop you? Just because it's really strong? Somebody had a really strong opinion. Just because someone's opinion is really strong doesn't mean that it's right or that it overrides your opinion. Okay, let's see what else. Blame. Okay, now, so work in one of 2 ways. Either you are the one doing the blaming or someone is doing the one blaming you, okay? If you've left someone sizzling, or if this is going to be coming up in the next few weeks, if you let them sizzle, you're going to be to blame, okay? Everything that goes wrong is going to be your fault, okay? Car breakdown, your fault. You did it. You know what I mean? You ain't nowhere around, but you did it. Because you were sending me bad vibes, you know, stuff like that. Not being able to take personal responsibility. If you find yourself in the next few weeks or whatever, really seeing challenges in a lot of people's lives in the areas of like adult responsibility or, you know, just responsibility in general as a human, as a person. Things that are common sense to you are not so common to other people. And that may scream volumes in this next transit, right? But again, personal responsibility, personal responsibility, personal responsibility. All right. You are going to either find that there are a lot of people who have a disability in that area. They might as well just be crippled in the personal responsibility area. You know, you got people like that. But if you are willing to step up to the plate and take responsibility for your own life, your own dreams, your own life purpose, cancel out the noise. Yeah, your opinion's strong, but sit down and do what you're called to do, you good. But you're going to see there are a lot of people who won't do that. Okay? And they're going to hit it right here with the blame game. But this just says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. I wish somebody would think they're going to intervene on my free will. Let's see what we got at the center of the reading. All right. Uh-oh. Sizzling. Look at that. Eight of Swords energy there. So you got someone, you leave someone in silence, or you cut someone off dramatically, and all of a sudden the brain is just sizzling, sizzling, sizzling. I'm arguing back and forth. I'm blaming you, you know. I'm upset with you, but I can't talk to you. I can't get to you, right? So this person, you see this blindfold wrapped up in their own mind, can't even see clearly because all they see is red, wrapped up in this rope. It's like a self-imposed prison. Okay, they are doing this to themselves because at some point, personal responsibility again. They got crippled in that area. They broke their personal responsibility leg. Okay, they pulled the personal responsibility muscle in their back. You know, and this is the result. Being confined in their own mind. All right. Some people are unaccepting. And when you run around in loops and circles, and I was telling another sign, I'm getting this for you as well. Pay attention to patterns, okay? Pay attention to how like seeing the vision of the that rat on the wheel. How many times does a person go through the same thing over and over and over and over? Okay, you can look at partners and friends and whoever is around you in your circle, and you can see that people, they do these things to themselves because of one thing, personal responsibility. If you're around people who they constantly blame other people for their failures, this is what that looks like. Get away from them. Let them sizzle. Especially if you had to tell somebody about that. Let's see what is crossed by. This wanted to jump out. Ooh, Six of Swords. Get away from them. We're moving on. We're moving past this Eight of Swords energy with people. Again, let them sizzle. Move away. You may have had someone try to blame you or try to put their problems on you. You may in the next few weeks have people come to you with their problems, and you're going to be expected to make it your emergency, okay? This is showing you moving on, even if you've had that energy before. And you know what this is showing too? The reason why someone is sizzling is because you had the power to move forward, to move past it in your mind. Again, this is huge for you. I'm feeling like for somebody, this is a breakthrough. Having the ability to be quiet, having the ability to understand, you know what? In my mind, based on my opinion, I accept that it's different from yours. And instead of going back and forth like the old me, the new me says, you know what? Six of Swords. I'm going to leave you to sizzle with your own, you know, concoction. Whatever it is you cooking up over there, sizzling on the grill, I'm going to let you eat that, you know? And I'm telling you, people can't stand to be left on the edge. People love to get the last word, but when you cut them off and they can't get it, only person they got to argue with is themselves. So if you see that phone ringing, you're going to have to ignore that call. If you see them text message coming through, you're going to have to be strong enough to Six of Swords to not respond. Because feeding into it is not allowing the person to argue back and forth with themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, if you want a person to grow, you're going to have to let them sizzle. Because they're going to play that blame game. But if they're strong enough, they may push through, they may see themselves, and they may say, you know what? Maybe I do need to change. Or maybe I do need to, you know, do something different with myself. Now, I was explaining to the other signs, you see this? Okay, my chair. So if I move and make a noise, it's the chair, okay? It's the chair. I don't want to hear nothing about no Wendy Williams, you know, when she just went through whatever. No, it's the chair, okay? So, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and let's see what's in the deep root of this thing. So, you getting on, you letting people sizzle. Aha, Knight of Wands. You getting on, you letting people sizzle. Okay, so somebody is moving forward. I just heard expeditiously. Okay, so somebody is swift. Okay, when they get up out of there. Get up out of there. Get up out of there quickly. Okay, now this is also Knight energy showing you what you're dealing with. If you're dealing with people who want to go back and forth, that's Knight energy. Okay, Kingsman energy is more so that I'm the ruler. I said what I said. It is what it is. Ain't no going back and forth. Dismissed. You know, they have the power to dismiss you because it's their palace. It's their kingdom. It's their thing. But when you're dealing with a Knight, this is someone who can't dismiss you because they don't have a place to dismiss you from. You see what I'm saying? They can't send you running off because they're the ones who have to go galloping away. You feel what I mean? Yeah, even if this is a work situation, it's kind of like, let's just say this is someone who's trying to tell the supervisor, like, hey, yeah, you're fired. Get on out of here. It's like, I own the company. You're fired. You get out of here. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all are doing that. You are, whoever you are, incorporated. And you sending people on their way. Sizzling. All right, let's see what's in the recent past. And you know what it is? Because the recent past is showing star. It's your faith. It's your confidence. That makes people sizzle, okay? It's your faith, it's your confidence. It's maybe some of you guys have star-like quality. Maybe you have abilities beyond the people who are around you. Maybe you know you're called to something greater. Maybe that shining, sparkling Super Mario hit the star and that's what's going on with you, and it's seen and it's known. And for some of you all, this is what maybe this person wanted to do, or maybe a group of people wanted to do. Bind you, hold you back. But the star in you, the hope in you, the faith in you bust through, and nobody could hold you back. All right? And sometimes that keeps people sizzling. Especially, I just heard oppressed too. Some of you guys may have been in this energy. This is you here with that oppressive energy, with that sorrowful energy, going over worst case scenarios. I'm scared, I'm fearful. There's a whole bunch of people out there who are going to tell me that I'm, you know, not great and I'm not going to have support. Whatever your downside is, right? For some of you all, this is you needing to take responsibility to accept the fact that, hey, baby, they're going to talk about you out there. They're going to talk about you inside. You could live under a rock. They're going to talk about you. Did you see the rock she was living up under? Who got the nerve? You seen all the worms and stuff in the dirt? Yeah, girl, please. They're going to talk about you regardless. So you might as well give them a real good reason, you know? And that's what a lot of you all are doing. And because, you know, oh, they talking didn't hold you back, that makes people sizzle. Also, I'm saying it like this. Some of you guys may have had these visions of yourself as a star. You may have had these, you know, dreams of really just doing this or doing that, or being in the spotlight, you know, having your space in the sky, you know, or in space, having your space in space as a star. All right. You really wanted that. But maybe now you're in this energy of Eight of Swords. Like, how am I supposed to do this or manifest this? Or where did all these dreams and these visions go and all these high hopes that I had of myself and everything? You may find yourself playing the blame game. Well, it was my mom, and it was my parents, and it was my cousins, and them, and it was all of the people, and all my haters, and they said, and them, they, him, and them, and her, and all of them over there did that. You know what I mean? But it's like we moving away from that energy. Some of y'all are coming up out of that mindset that is up to him, them, and they, and their strong opinion made me do this, and their strong opinions, you know, put me in this position. It's like, no. Your opinion has to be so strong. The vision of yourself and the faith that you have and the confidence that you should have, because you did see those visions of yourself as greater. You should go ahead and Knight of Swords it up, or Knight of Wands it up, and go ahead after that swiftly, quickly. Some of you guys are going to see changes happening quickly. Way quicker than expected, and the ringing is coming in now. So it's like, hey, welcome, 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 ancestors. All that, like, we got the heavenly host in the room now. Hey, so you know, a lot of you guys are getting that confirmation that what you saw, what you thought you saw, is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real and it's going to unfold. But you know how it unfolds? You come up out of this mindset. Fear, lack, scared. You know, they say, my mama said, everybody said. Come on now. Let's see what's in your headspace though. What's crowning you right now? The Nine of Pentacles. So you got the resources, okay? Everything you need is right there. You got the resources. You want to know something too? The resources make them sizzle, right? You have this energy here where it's like, even if I don't have it, it looks like I do. Even like you can make something out of nothing. It's kind of like you're coming into a season, or maybe you've been experiencing a season where everything you touch turns to gold, or everything you touch turns to a pentacle. And I just heard it, and it's not fair. But favor ain't fair. But it's not fair. And since, again, I'm getting that image of Super Mario, he hits that little box, the star comes out, and he starts glowing, and he's invincible. Everything comes and bounces off of him. You can't touch him at that point. And that's how you guys have been crowned at this time. And now everything you touch, it's like if it's not meant for you, it bounces off of you. You know what I mean? And this is why sometimes, or maybe even coming up, when people try to say stuff to you, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be someone says something, you get all hot. You're not going to be sizzling. It's going to be a different energy, like, that's small potatoes. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to weigh as much, because on the inside, you're going to start experiencing more joy, is what I'm hearing. Especially with this Nine of Pentacles, more freedom, right? And I'm really feeling that whole more joy. Some of y'all going to feel more joy. More joy will have you looking crazy. People will think you are pure nuts. You outside dancing in the rain, but it's because you got joy. Blame it on the joy. Instead of blaming it on the alcohol, y'all going to be blaming it on the joy. Some of the stuff you're doing. And you know what? Your joy will make people sizzle. But it can't be about them, him, her, and they. Okay? Okay? Okay. Let's see what's going on in the near future. Also, I'm getting this as well. Whoever you broke free from, Eight of Swords energy. If anybody tried to hold you down, make it back. This is how, like, you know, you're coming across single and you like it. Somebody doesn't want you to be happy. But also with this acceptance card, some of y'all didn't know you could experience a joy, you know, maybe outside of someone the way that you're experiencing now or will be. Let's see what's coming up in the near future. Woo! The Eight of Pentacles. More money, more money, more money. Like I said, everything you touch turns to like gold, or everything you touch turns to a pentacle. So why not touch more things, right? Why not tap into more areas of yourself? For some of you guys, I just heard artistic. Spirit wants you to jump more into your artistic self. What can you do artistically? You're so creative. Why don't you put those hands to work and make something, mold something, shape something, do something that involves your hands? For you mechanics out there, you may want to, you know, start, you know, your business, or go out there and start telling people, you know, or give whatever licenses, whatever you need to do that. I'm seeing something with mechanic hands. Also, this person has like a compass, you know, so some of you guys may be making blueprints. All of my architects out there, like, you really, I'm seeing planting as well. Some of you guys may want to start planting, getting your hands dirty, a green thumb. All those kind of references are coming in with this. But also, again, tapping into different resources, tapping into different sources of income, really going forward and taking that leap, taking that that fearful jump. But again, anything outside of that is operating in fear. Okay, no longer being held back by that Eight of Swords energy or anyone who brings that. Okay, also no more blame game. Life is in your hands, and this is where your focus needs to be. For those of you who may be focusing or wondering if somebody's coming back, the focus needs to be on life, the opportunities, and you manifesting those visions to this 3D plane. What is going on here for your fears? The Three of Cups, reconciliation. Somebody gonna come crashing on back on in. No, this could be you not having fun. Some of you guys, I feel like you don't have enough fun. This here, I just heard restriction as well. For those of you who feel like you're not having any fun, again, you have the resources. You may have the money, or you may have a friend to hook up the plug, to connect at the club, or whoever. You may have that. Okay, you may have you know, access to tickets to this or a place to that. Some of y'all don't even know the type of resources you have around you. But I feel like the more you just decide, you know what, I want to get out, I want to network, I want to be, you know, present myself with this star-like quality or whatever, I feel like you're going to start to find those. But some of you guys may not. I'm just catching you don't have enough fun. I want to go ahead and I want to clarify the fear to either talk about what you need to do or, you know, how can we fix this? Adversity. Wow. So social challenges. Okay. You guys may feel awkward. Oh, okay. Cancer. Because you know I'm a Cancer as well. So maybe it's the challenges or the adversity is social skills, social anxiety. You know, you may be a hard, tough crab on the outside, but maybe you're shy. Like I'm a little shy too. And if you ever see me in person, yeah, you probably know, oh, she a little shy. Yeah, she a little shy. You know what I mean? Like she cool on camera, but she might be a little shy in person, you know, until she warms up. So a lot of you Cancers may be like that as well. And until you warm up, peep the scene, get a feel for the vibe, and make sure the energy is right, you may be a little, okay, I'm staying here with my little crab shell on, you know, okay? But that may be the adversity for some of you guys, okay? But it says, I accept challenges are the best way to learn. And again, the best way to learn. How is the best way to learn? Continuously work at it. Oh, you shy, you scared, you got social anxiety? Stay in the house. Go hide in the corner. Nope. Go to all the social events you can. Shake hands, smile, talk, present yourself. If anxiety wants to come over and I let anxiety win, and I said, well, anxiety did it. Or I was too shy, I did it. That's the blame game. So for those who do that, okay? That's just one example. You take that how it resonates with you, all right? Let's see what we have in the, what do you look like to other people? Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. Again, I got the up and coming. Look at all these Pentacles, okay? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? It's been a long time coming. And I just heard ka-ching. Okay, so some of you guys have been coming or been doing this. You've been accepting responsibilities. You've been grabbing hold of these opportunities. You've been started taking self-responsibility. You was following the visions. You knew what was happening. You took advantage of the resources. And then, boom, it finally comes on in. Now, not overnight millionaire rags to riches, right? The Knight moves. Think of it like a vehicle, right? So you moved into a new position, but the Knight don't just stop there. The Knight is continuous movement. So you guys are continuously moving and moving and moving. And what do we need to see change? Momentum. You guys are gaining momentum. You're gaining traction. It's kind of like you're in the car. You've been moving forward, but now you hit that downward decline or whatever, the hill. And it's like you don't even have to put the pedal to the metal. You're gonna ride that thing. Okay, so let's see what we got. What you hope for? Where's your hopes at? Ooh, the Chariot. Come on now. The Chariot. I say, think of it like a vehicle. You finna ride that thing. You finna come on in the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. Let's go. All right. So the blame game is done, and the vision game has won. Okay. So whatever it was you thought. What you think you thought you saw or who you was back then, I don't care how long ago it was, when the vision was presented to you, you had to go through. I don't know. But the Chariot is symbolizing that forward movement once again. We're gaining momentum, gaining traction. It may have taken a while, but it's gaining momentum, gaining traction. Now, yeah, the Chariot, that's what it is. In traditional tarot, the Chariot is represented with only like one seat, okay? Just like the star. It's just one star in this picture. People want a seat on the Chariot. But if they can't have a seat on the Chariot, it may make them sizzle. The forward movement, the progress, okay? The new position. Why is it sizzling? Because it's after you moved on. If someone moved on from you and thought that you were going to stay in this state of being, oh baby, salty. Now, not that you want people to be salty, but if we're going to tap into the energy, we might as well say what it is, okay? I've seen the Temptations, you know, when they on TV and they finally made it, and you know, they sing, I think, My Girl, and the first woman who originally dropped them, she snatched her car back like, I ain't gonna be nothing without me. You ain't gonna never make it without me. And she's sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette, banging her head like, stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Not that we necessarily want that, not that we're necessarily looking for that, but let's just see how this thing wraps up, how it ends. The Ten of Pentacles. See, it's like I don't even have to say anything. We're just going to ride this thing on out. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles, you putting in that work. Nine of Pentacles, you got the resources. Okay, you flying like an eagle because you're the independence thing. And I just heard I can do bad all by myself, but this is more so I can do good all by myself. Like, you know, and I'm saying bad, I'm saying Michael Jackson, I'm bad. Like, you know, like that's how you are. Like, you bad. Like, you know what I mean? And you can be bad all by yourself. You know what I mean? Because this is the place, this is the position. It's like one person walks through the door at a time, and then you can come bring other people in. But right now, this is your walking through the door ceremony, okay? But you got the 8, you got the 9, and then you got the 10. What do we love talking about here? Generational wealth. So whatever it is that you build in with your hands, okay, it has that long-term effect, okay? Well, let's go through it. The grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-grandchildren's gonna be eating off what you did, okay? And so that future is now. Somebody, they posted a quote, and I thought it was really profound. I'm like, okay, I like that. It said that when you go stand under a tree and you get that shade, right? It's a bright sunny day and that sun is just blazing. And you go stand up under that big tree with those big leaves and you catch that shade, right? You get that shade because centuries maybe or like decades ago, somebody planted a seed. You feel what I'm saying? When they planted that seed, they would never probably live to see the full fruition or the full growth of that tree. But it didn't prevent them from planting that seed. Okay? They didn't plant the seed for them to get shade. They planted the seed so that one day you would have shade. Right? So you be that seed planter for the next generation. So that when they standing out there and they need some shade, they'll be able to benefit off what you did. What's planting those seeds? Well, generational wealth. We working, we building, we using our gifts, skills, talents. What runs in our blood that my great grandchild will have that same blood pumping through them that they can continue on the legacy. You know what I'm saying? Learning that kind of stuff. Planting seeds of greatness. Investing, leaving money and legacy behind. Doing something that you was called to do. You know, that's how we plant the seeds so that the next generation will benefit. You did. So that's what I did for you, Cancer. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you know what? I need to pull one more. Okay. What's the best maneuver for anything sizzling? I just want to talk about that last one. What's the best maneuver? I guess getting on, just moving on, letting them sizzle. So for those who've been thinking, should I say something? Should I call? Should I text? Should I write? Should I respond? Should I do? No, let them sizzle. Ooh, look, we want to jump out. Success wants to jump out. I'm going to take all of these. Success wants to jump out, okay? At the greatest of all, success. But then here we have indecision. So again, remember I was just saying, who's ever caught in that decisive energy, like should I say something? Should I move forward? Should I leave it alone? Okay, boom. This is telling you, it's giving you your choices. You can walk towards success, or you can walk backwards and go back and, you know, jump back into some drama, okay? Look, purpose. Walking towards that life purpose or walking towards something that's going to pull me more away from it. That's going to waste my time. If I send this text or if I respond to this ignorance and it takes me 20 minutes to get my point across or to go back and forth, what else could I have done with that 20 minutes that would have moved me closer towards my life purpose, right? Then for those who worried about his love coming, it's coming, okay? But I just heard love is all around you. From your pets to your parents to your kids to the mailman. I'm hearing for some of you all, you got love from places you don't even know. But understand, it's still reaching you. It's still getting to you. Growth, your consciousness, your awareness, it's all expanding at this time. A peace that surpasses all understanding is the first thing I give with that. And then bada bing, bada boom, happiness. Okay? Leaving this earth with the legacy. Okay? Setting up that generational wealth. And then the pursuit of happiness, but also understanding that happiness is a state of being, like I was telling the other sign. So you can have it right now, okay? So that is what I get for you. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I appreciate you all so much. And if you need a personal reading, go ahead and take a look in the description box so you can see how to list and format your questions. Then email me, waterstarvibes@gmail.com, okay? Now, if you're not one of my subscribers, I would love to have you as one. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes, okay? So that is what I get for you guys once again. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in your next video.